Now we are continuing our chapter 1. Already we have finished what is history, the timeline, time and dates and geographical framework we have already discussed and we have completed. And today we will study about the sources of prehistory and history. So already it is the differentiation has been done. Prehistory, first of all we will know what is prehistory and then what is history. And what are the sources of prehistory? The prehistory, it is a study of events that happened before human learned to write. And history also the written account of events of the past. What are the sources of the prehistory? Archaeology, archaeological sites and artifacts. Then what are the sources of the history? Inscriptions, manuscripts, coins and seals and monuments. So let us go to the sources of history. So first of all, sources of the prehistory, and the main source of information of prehistory is archaeology. So what is archaeology? Archaeology is the study of remains of the human life in the past. Whatever objects were used by the early humans, that has been studied by the archaeologist. Then comes who were called as archaeologists? An archaeologist are the scholars or is a person who studies the remains of the buildings of the stone, made up of stone, brick, paintings and sculptures. Everything which were built in the past days has been studied by the archaeologists. Then what were the objects found after excavation? Now another term comes excavation. What do you mean by excavate? Excavate means the archaeologist, what are the things buried on the earth, it has been dug up and all the objects has been studied by the archaeologist. And what are the objects? The objects are, it has been explored and excavated to find the tools, the weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. So many things which were used by the early man. And these human-made objects found at the archaeological sites are called as artifacts. So they also look, and also the early man, after making the things from the stones, they had also used the bones of the animals and birds and fish to make out of people who ate in the fast. Whatever they hunted animals, and also they have used their bones to make tools and weapons. So next we'll go to the what are the sources of history. Already prehistory we have completed. Now manuscript is one of the important sources of information of the history. So now we will know what is manuscripts. Manuscripts are the written record which has been written on the, first of all they have written on the leaf of the palm tree and bark of the birch tree. Then after that they have started writing on the stone or clay tablets. And also a birch tree, it is a one type of tree which is found or available in the Himalayan ranges. And also in the Middle East and the Europe, people wrote on the parchment. So what is parchment? Parchment means on the skin of the goat and sheep they have written something. So the records they have written. So these are the manuscripts you can see here. So, and if you are staying at Bhubaneswar, you can visit the Odisha State Museum, where you can go and find the large section of one manuscript section is there. So large scale manuscripts are there, you can see there. If you can visit, you can see there the manuscript sections. So next is inscriptions. So here comes what is inscription. Inscriptions are also the written document which are engraved on the rocks, pillars, walls of the temples, forts. In the mainly it is engraved in the hard surfaces. Then comes what is decipherment and epigraphy. Decipherment is the process of reading and understanding and the scripts used in the inscription. Then what is epigraphy? Epigraphy means the study of inscriptions. That is the edicts of Emperor Asoka carved into caves and iron pillars of the rocks. Here you can see the picture of the inscription, how it is engraved on the hard surfaces like stone. If you have visited Udaigiri, you can find the inscription in the Udaigiri caves. How the king, during the King Kharamela, he has the document is engraved on the cave, on the walls of the caves. Then, so I think you have cleared that epigraphy is the study of inscription, decipherment is the process of reading and understanding, and so manuscript and inscriptions are the main sources of information of history. Then coins and seals. Coins, in the past days, the people, when they started making coin, they used it as a money, and it was used for the people to buy goods and services. And second thing is, when they started making coins, the king, the face of the king and the year in which the year when he ruled has been written, and also it they engrave the battle scenes and faces of the king and queens of the scenes from the life of the ruler. So you can see here clearly that these are the king, the battle scene. He is the king. So many. Why? At that time in the ancient period, the king always wanted to be a powerful. So they wanted that his or her name should be engraved in the coins. Then comes numismatic. Numismatic is the study of coins. Then after coin, seal. Seals are actually not used as a coins. When at that time they were praying the nature god. When they started praying the gods, for example, during the period of Indus civilization, because when the civilization started, already the people were very much developed. They were civilized. So they have made some figures on this is seals. Seals are of mainly rectangular or square in size. But this is a coin of a modern coin. East India Company, during the East India Company, it has been it was used. And so the coins, Indus Valley civilization, as I told, seals showing animals and figures of gods and early form of Shiva. And whatever they imagine, that figure only they have made in the seal, on the seals. So I think we have finished all the sources of history and prehistory. So full chapter we have completed. You got the basic idea of history. So how is it useful for studying history? Now you could able to better understand. So